What is going on? We are at Burncoat Elementary School in Worcester, Massachusetts. So back before COVID hit, my buddy Matt and I, and Alan as well, who's behind the camera, we were supposed to help the kids with their field day. So they get one day a year where they go outside and they get to do a bunch of different games. There's a dunk tank and a bunch of other things, but they didn't really have the funding to make it all happen. So between the three of us, we were planning on donating some things to them. COVID shut that down, and a lot of these kids, we're in a tougher area of Worcester. A lot of these kids are underprivileged, and a lot of them, English is their second language, so a lot of them struggle. There's literally, in the school, there is something called the clothes closet. A lot of these kids show up to school and they have holes in their socks and their feet are poking through their shoes, and they don't have the uniforms and they don't have socks. So our plan is to donate $500 to this school so they can help take care of the kids. And they might also put some of that money towards non-perishables, because again, a lot of these families are struggling to pay the bills and to put food on the table. So I just want to give a very special shout out to Matt Ryan, who had the original idea to help with the spree day, which is the field day, and then Sarah Ryan. She is a teacher in this school, and when we found out that we were going to be donating money, that was the first place that we thought of. She works with these kids. She has a giant heart. She wants to help, and we want to help as much as we can. So we're actually going to be jumping on a Zoom call with the principal and one of the resource officers, as well as Sarah, later, so they can tell us exactly what they're going to be doing with the money. And we are super excited, and we cannot wait to help you guys. This is the school right here. Again, Burncoat School.
So many people are realizing that there are folks out there that are having a lot of difficulty right now and can use all the help they can get. So we really appreciate this.
The kids tend to have low attendance at our school. So we're going to use the money for incentives, have an attendance contest. They also need anything from socks to pants, shirts. Our school is, we wear uniforms at our school, so it's kind of hard for them to get all the clothing sometimes, and sometimes they come to school with not clean clothes, and
oftentimes in like the same socks every day. So like Jen and Deb both said, like anything from socks to underwear, like we give that to our students pretty often. You know, often our kids come to school with like the same pair of shoes since second grade, and now they're in fifth grade. That's
unbelievably congruent. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add 100 to the 500.
As will I.
Oh God, you guys are amazing.
The general feels.
I grew up in Uxbridge. Alan grew up in Uxbridge. I lived in Worcester. Alan's lived in Worcester. So we want to be people that help the community out. So we appreciate the opportunity.
The clothes is so unbelievably congruent. The fact that they need clothes, I can't think of anything more important.
And sometimes they're sharing with their brothers and sisters, because sometimes there are 4 and 5 kids in a family that go to our school. So they're sharing stuff too. So that's
just a huge thank you to the donor and to both of you, because this is really important for our kids and our families, and we really truly appreciate it. We'll make sure that that this money goes to good use, and that the kids are happy, because that's our number one focus.
Hi, my name is Alan Lazarus, and I am the co-host of Next Level University. If you're watching this video right now, as you know, thank you, and a huge shout out to Dave Meltzer and Dave's team. Earlier this week, Colleen, a member of Dave's team, basically called me and said, Dave is looking to donate funds to certain people to go and give back and give acts of kindness in their community. Kevin had reached out to a mutual friend of ours who works at Burncoat Elementary. For those of you who don't know, Burncoat Elementary is a school that really struggles with funding, and a lot of the kids struggle to even have the materials that they need, or even clothing. A lot of times they come to school in dirty clothes. And if you're watching this video, you can see the school, you can see the challenge there. So again, 2 things. Number one, huge thank you to anyone during the holiday season who is willing to go above and beyond to give to someone less fortunate than themselves. I know that early on in my life, I was benefited from educators who were willing to donate their time and really pour into me and believe in me. And that's really what we want to do here. So I thank you, Dave, for fronting the first $500, and then Kevin and I were adding $600 and then $700 to that. So we each did an extra $100, and hopefully that capturing of this kind act will help to amplify and perpetuate more kind acts. If you watched the video with the meeting we had with the principal and the coordinator and Sarah, a friend educator of ours, you saw that I was nearly in tears at the tail end. And that's what this is about. This is about emotion, this is about perspective, and this is about gratitude. So thank you so much to Dave for creating this initiative to help inspire others to give more. And that's what this is about. And thank you so much for anyone watching. And I just encourage anyone watching to please be more grateful for what you do have, and, you know, show that gratitude with an act of kindness for someone less fortunate, as I know we've all benefited from someone else who believed in us and supported us when we were down.